Hi everybody, Zach Trax, and welcome back to another episode reaction of the Apothecary Diaries. Today we are moving episode 9 and 10 today, and I'm super excited, guys, because last time Maomao figured out that the pins that she got back at the garden party a few episodes ago, she's able to use these pins to leave the premises with a man. So she found this guy, again, who basically was giving out pins to any woman who would look at him, and she bartered with him to use him as an opportunity to leave and to go see her father and her family. And I was really expecting like this big reunion, the father to be like, oh my god, I'm so happy to see you, but he seemed very nonchalant. He was just like, oh, welcome back. Like there wasn't that much emotion kind of displayed. And later on in the episode, you kind of learned that everybody was worried about her, but they didn't really express it to her in person. So whether that's actually true or not, I don't know. There's some suspicious things going on, especially with the father, because he seems such like a kind-hearted, genuine character, but he gave this look in the end of one of the episodes, and it seems to me like he might be asking Maomao to do something later on in the episodes, or because of where she is, to maybe have her do something or figure something out where it would end up benefiting him in the end. So I'm not really sure about the father or how to read him yet. He's kind of on my list of like people to watch out for, despite him kind of coming off as this really kind guy. So I don't know. I'm really not sure if I'm reading into that wrong or reading into it too much, or if I missed something else along the way, guys, but I'm kind of watching him. And Jinshi, of course, assumed the worst while she was gone. He didn't know that she was off seeing her family. He thought that she was off with this man. So he kind of got the wrong idea intentionally, and then she kind of realized that and just played along with it at the end. So there's still a lot kind of back and forth between the two of those characters, and I'm sure we'll see more of that in these next episodes. So thank you guys so much for watching with me. It means a lot that you're here, and if you haven't already, please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel for more reactions coming soon. We do have a Patreon as well where you can help support this channel, so feel free to check it out. The link is in the description below, and thank you to those of you that have already done so. On Patreon, you can view this episode reaction for just $1 a month. It's unedited and unfiltered. It means a lot if you consider, so please do if you can. And here we go, guys, with episode 9 of the Apothecary Diaries. Let's go. Again, right into these credits. No recap, no nothing. But I'm not complaining, guys, because I'm just super pumped to get these credits into my face again. It's great. It's great visuals, great song. I really like these credits, and I did have to check. I did look it up. We do have a new opening starting after episode 12, I believe. So episode 13 will have a new opening, and I don't know what that will be. I haven't heard it or listened to it or anything like that yet. So I'm excited for a second opening, but at the same time, I'm really liking this first one, and I'm not sure if any other opening can like top this, because this is just like really encompasses the story, I feel, and it's just a banger. Like I said last time, guys, it's just awesome. Here it comes. Taking her hair down, and let's go. Let's dance. There it is. Colors all around, the petals of the flowers all around. It's so cool, man. I really like this opening. We got to see her in makeup, of course, back in episode 6, I believe, 5 and 6, and like there's more outfits, there's more makeup, there's more changes to her appearance in these credits. I'm waiting for that to all happen, because like it's such a difference, and I'm really curious to see how she's going to respond to being like her appearance being changed like that. So I don't know. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
That man can't be trusted.
Sure, but it'd only create far more issues.
More drinks. Keep the booze coming.
I was gonna say, man, is that poisoning? Lots of poison going around.
I'm not sure I can
He's
even
just drunk.
finish my drink after seeing his sad face.
I'm not letting it stop me.
Uh-oh. Now somebody's poisoning something.
Thanks.
How much longer are you going to sulk?
I'm not sulking.
You mustn't forget you still have responsibilities to see to. He doesn't understand. The Jinshi I know would
Why
never
won't
give
she
in to
like
such
me?
childish
Why won't she love
behavior.
me? I'm gorgeous.
Jinshi I
That's all
know
he
would never
thinks.
become so attached to a toy. As payment for her guarantor, Lihaku was introduced to a star courtesan.
Alright, so now he knows the truth.
Connections. Who knows what image the master had in his mind? Youth is such a scary thing. That said,
It is quite
he finished
comical.
his work quickly that day and left to meet with her. Only to find she had left for home with another man.
Oh,
It must have been quite a shock for him.
all right. I was gonna say, why is he acting like this if he knew it was all like nothing actually happened?
I
But
sincerely
she
wish
left
they would put a
again.
little
Another
more
man,
thought
another
into these.
unknown man this time.
There are many bureaucrats trying to pass bills that benefit them personally.
Now we're kind of seeing
It's already
on
after
this side
hours.
of the
Can't
palace,
this wait?
sticking with
No,
Jinshi,
I
not
mean, it's
following
not about
Maomao this
work.
time.
Please, sir.
Sir Conan?
Should we go?
At once.
Apparently, some big shot bit the dust. Maybe it sounds callous, but I find it hard to feel anything for a person I've never met nor heard of. He was a man past the age of 50 who died from drinking too much. Seems pretty open and shut.
I feel like this
If
is
that
our
was
first
like the end
episode
of
where
it,
we have a
he wouldn't ask for the
blatant
head
like
lady in waiting to leave the
person that they showed,
Be honest.
you know,
Do you
poison
think the
the drink,
alcohol's what really killed him?
or do something
I
to the
knew
drink
you'd
to
ask.
cause this death. And
If someone partakes in drink,
the mystery now
they
is
should know
not going to
too
be
much is
figuring out
essentially
who did it
poison.
so much as
Overindulging
how did it
can result in
happen,
damage to the
why did it
organs.
happen, like
An
where's
excessive
the
amounts in
motive. We're going to
one
be looking
sitting
into it
can
more like
possibly
that,
lead
I
to
think,
death.
this time.
It was a party for a group of peers.
And we'll
I
also
heard he
be
had
learning
several
who this
jars
guy
worth.
is. They just
That
kind of showed some
certainly would do
rando,
it.
you know,
But
doing
Sir
the
Conan
poison,
could
but
handle his alcohol.
we know
This
as an
death seemed
audience
far too
who
sudden.
it'll be once they show them again. So let's go.
Conan was the name of the man who died.
This is the same drink served at the party.
Real booze!
As for the jar Sir Conan drank from, unfortunately it was dropped
I think every adult
responds.
responds that way when they get a drink
So,
thrown in front
if
of
it
them.
did
Like, oh my
contain
god,
poison,
free
we'd
drinks.
have no way of knowing.
It is as you say.
That's a rather unusual flavor. Like someone took a sugary drink and decided to make it bitter. It certainly has a distinct taste.
I know. It's sweet, right? That's how Master Conan liked it.
Oh yeah, she's feeling it.
Here's the bottle. Are you sure it's safe to lick that?
Unfortunately, there's no poison.
Only salt?
That is correct. Master Conan didn't seem to mind. The jar contained so much salt, crystals were left behind when it dried. Too much can be poisonous.
Oh,
He died from this?
That part's not surprising. Taking into account how much he drank and the amount in the jug, I'd say this was the cause.
The man still should have been able to tell if the
I mean, they
flavor was
did look
off.
like
Sadly, he
salt
wasn't
cubes
able. Please
that were
take a
put in
look
the
at
drink,
this.
but
It's a
now I'm
report
wondering,
listing the
was it
details of
intentional?
Master
Were they
Conan's
poisonous,
lifestyle.
or was it just salt cubes and then
Judging from
he
what's
overdosed
written,
on salt?
it seems
You know, it
at
could be
some
something like that.
point, Master Conan lost his ability
Which
to
brings
taste
us to our
salt.
episode title, Murder or Suicide, or Suicide or
By
Murder,
all
one of them two.
accounts, Conan was a serious and skilled
that's the big
bureaucrat
mystery, I think,
with
right
a
now.
personality that could only be described as stoic. There's an illness that eliminates sense of taste. It's brought on by an unbalanced diet or stress. Sometimes people repress their feelings, and those repressed emotions lead to disease.
So, who was responsible for putting the salt in the bottle?
However much I want to help you solve this, it's not for me to say. It could have been put there by someone at the party who didn't enjoy sweet beverages. Alternatively, certain people might resent a coworker who's too serious. Maybe they placed salt in the drink to get back at them. A harmless prank in their mind that turned out to be deadly. If Master Conan continued drinking without issue, perhaps they kept adding more, hoping he would notice.
Lots of conjecture again.
Gaoshun.
Yes?
Those people at the table, though, didn't seem
Understood.
angry. They seemed very happy and carefree in their own
Such a
conversation.
coward.
So it's
I've
obviously not
practically
any
named
of
the
them,
culprit
but
at
there
this
was that
point,
guy
given the
standing
number
up,
of
and he
hints I
looked pretty
dropped.
serious.
Then again, I
don't
don't
know.
want to be directly responsible for someone getting punished either. Was Master Conan really a great man?
Indeed. He had helped me when I was young. Oh, yes.
Huh?
Your prize.
Then it's booze?
Don't drink it in public.
Yes! Thank you so much!
No? He loves
Here
those
I was
close-ups,
expecting a
man.
little more gratitude.
I'm not kissing your feet. If we're done here, maybe you should get back to your usual work. Better be careful or it might start piling up.
I take my work quite seriously.
What sort of work?
Well, for instance, there is this particular bill. It wants to place a limit on alcohol consumption in order to protect the youth from becoming addicted. Drinking would be illegal until the age of 20. Well,
Can't have that.
I'm begging
He
you.
knows what he's doing right
Please,
now.
whatever you do,
He
don't
brought
have
that up
bill.
just to have her, like, get all worked up.
we'll see. It's not something I can decide on
Oh,
my
yeah,
own.
he's just toying with her again.
Master Jinshi!
He's like, how can I bother her tomorrow? Jeez.
Doctor!
Oh, it was a body in the water?
This way! Oh, I can't look!
Where was the body found?
Floating in the outside moat. By the way she's dressed, she's likely a servant at the rear palace.
I get it.
According to the guard, she must have climbed the wall last night and thrown herself in. There were no signs she was
Nope.
forced into the moat.
That's got to be murder.
In short, suicide.
So all right, maybe I had this
What's
all
your
wrong.
stance?
Maybe this is the
I can't
murder
tell you
and
if
the
she
other
took
guy
her
was
own
a
life,
suicide
but I
because he,
strongly believe she couldn't have
just
done it by
overdosed on
herself.
salts.
What are you
Maybe
saying?
intentionally or not intentionally,
When you look at the
or it's
wall,
all
there were no
connected and there
ladders
is
or
some
other
guy
climbing
killing
tools
people.
used.
I don't know, man. I am so
rear
lost
palace
again.
perimeter is at
I
least
wish
4
I could
times
be
by height.
smart enough to figure these
So
things
making it to
out
the top
faster
would
than
be
Maomao,
impossible.
but Maomao I feel like
In
is going to
most
reveal it
cases,
all
that's
to me
true.
and anyone else watching before
Theoretically,
anyone else
being
can
able to
actually get
steal
it
the
figured
wall
out.
barehanded is out of the question. She must have clawed at the stone walls trying to climb out. When I examined her
It's
fingers,
tragic.
they were clearly bloodied and red. Was it suicide or murder? Taking my own life? The thought would never cross my mind. I'd hate if somebody killed me too. But if I were to die,
What are you thinking about right now?
the sort of poison I would choose for my death.
You want to...
No, of course not. But nobody knows when they will go. We wander through life, never knowing when it's our time. That's fate. There's no way of resisting it.
Yep. I love her inner thoughts, man. Like, very interesting.
If you're tasked with executing me, could you make sure it is with poison?
Where'd that come from?
If I did make a mistake worthy of such punishment, I assume it would probably fall on you to give the order.
You have
Was
my
I
word.
too out of line just now? Forgive me. It's not my place to ask.
I feel like
I won't
she's
complain
shocking
even
him.
if
Like
it's
he's
by
he's
hanging
pretty
or beheaded.
surprised
You
at
realize
how
that's not
real
going
she
to
just
happen.
got. He's so used to both of them
I am
playing
but a
games
lowly
back and
commoner.
forth, and
My life is easily taken away over the slightest error.
this is
I
all
would
like,
never do that.
like yeah,
not about
he
would or
doesn't know
would
how to
not.
handle this
It's more
kind of
can or
talk.
cannot. I will take my leave. Sometime later, I heard a rumor going around how the dead servant was at the garden party where the poisoning took place. They found a will containing relevant content, so the case was closed as a suicide.
I recall asking you to find someone with burns on their arms nearly 2 months ago.
Oh yeah, we're
It took
revisiting
you
this
long
now.
enough.
My deepest apologies.
So, you have found them?
Yes, it leads all the way to the Garnet Palace. The culprit is Fong Ming. She's Ah Duo's head lady in waiting.
Concubine Atua.
Oh, goodness, man, goodness. Forgive me. I'm still fuzzy on some of these names. The concubine that they're just talking about now and that they just showed, I believe, I might be wrong, that was the fourth one at the garden party that we didn't really do much interacting with. I'm going to double check in between episode reactions, guys. We're going to dive right into episode 10, and I will have the answer when that one begins. So here we go with the next episode, guys. Someone on the roof again. Got to be peaceful.
I heard about the
Anyway,
girl who
guys,
drowned.
episode 10.
They say it was a
We're back,
suicide.
and I
She
did
used
look
to
it up.
serve
If
at the Garnet
you're
Pavilion.
wondering,
Rumor
the
is she was
lady
the
in
one
waiting
who
that they're
poisoned
wondering
Lady
with
Lishu's
the
food
burns
at
on
the
her
garden
arm
party.
is, in
I
fact,
wonder if
the
she did it
head
because
lady
she
in
served
waiting for that
concubine Oddball?
fourth concubine
Wait,
from the garden
pure
party, the
consort
one that we
Oddball?
didn't really have much interaction
Word is
with.
she was going
I
to
do
lose her
expect
title
her
as
to
one of the
be
4
showing up in
consorts
this
and be replaced
episode
by a younger
and to learn
concubine.
more about her this time.
At 35,
And there she is.
concubine
Let's go.
Oddball is 1 year older than the Emperor. She had a male baby with him back when he was still a prince, but the child died.
Oh.
It's a shame the rear palace is designed solely for producing heirs. Even the most beautiful flowers wilt eventually, and those unable to bear fruit no longer serve a purpose.
Sorry, I've got to
Sad
run.
but true.
you
That's
go.
just the
Take
way it
this
is
with
in
you.
this time.
Leftovers from yesterday's tea party.
Oh, thank you!
Consort Lishu. What an honor.
I thank you for having me.
These two are my
It's
favorites
all
out of the
about feeling
4.
each other out.
So it's kind of fun to me that
Is
they're
this just part of being
meeting
a
up
woman?
again.
Perpetually suspicious of the same sex? They seem more on edge than when the Emperor visits.
Do you have any issues with sweets?
Oh, I simply adore them.
Perfect. Since it's so cold out, I thought this might hit the spot. The drink is made from orange peels boiled in honey. It should warm you right up.
It does
I hope you
sound
like
tasty.
it.
Uh-oh, what's wrong?
She can't handle honey either.
What a picky eater, right? What sort of guest turns down the hostess's food?
Yep.
Indeed.
Oh, she's gonna say it's bad.
Lady Gyokyo.
Oh my. Ailan, I'm sorry. I believe this needs to be stewed longer. Let's find you something else. How about hot ginger water?
Unfortunately, it seems I wasn't wrong about the bullying.
I was gonna say, man, those other ladies in waiting, they are not nice.
Leave the
Like,
cleaning up entirely to us.
That's
makes you
right.
really
need to go
appreciate
and get your
these
rest.
ones, you know, how kind they are to
Not too
Maomao
tired
and
to
to
help,
each
you
other.
know.
Because
How was
not all of them are
concubines
like that.
Gyokyo and Lishu's tea party?
I did find it suspicious how such a large-scale event happened so quickly. Everyone that was present had an enjoyable time.
I am far from being done with you.
Funny, I'm more than done with you.
The poisoning at the garden party. Did you hear that it was carried out by the Garnet Pavilion servant who drowned in the moat?
I am aware of all the rumors.
Do you think she really committed suicide?
I've already told you that's not for me to determine.
What reason would she have for attempting to poison concubine Lishu?
I don't know.
There's a bigger thing going on here, guys, and I feel like it's all connected.
On that note,
But I haven't
can you help at the
put
Garnet
the pieces
Pavilion
together yet
starting
to figure it out.
tomorrow?
How polite. Making it sound as if I have any say in the matter.
Because I
Of
feel
course.
like there's a bigger story and that things are connected, it tells
Mansions
me
are
that that
painted in their
woman
master's
was murdered
colors,
and it was not a
figuratively speaking.
suicide.
Concubine
So if there's
Kyokyo's
any
Jade
question of
Pavilion
that,
feels
that's
homey.
where I'm leaning
Concubine
towards,
Lihua's
but
Crystal Pavilion is
I don't have
refined
the
and
proof yet,
noble.
and neither does
The
anyone
Garnet
else.
Pavilion, home to concubine Oddwell, is practical and simple with a polish and class to it.
Feng Ming, who are they?
Assistants for our cleaning day.
Good. Thank you for the help.
Yeah, there she is.
Oddwell, the pure consort. Neither showy nor voluptuous, she has an androgynous, gallant kind of beauty.
I'm excited to get to know this one too, to see if we're gonna like her or if we're not gonna like her. Or their soul,
Those are intense stares.
they like her.
Who is it she reminds me of? That's Lady Fengming. I expected the pure consort's head lady in waiting to be from an important family, but she's surprisingly approachable.
And if I paid attention well enough, this lady is the one with the burn on her arm. Yep, okay, I have.
You can ask the palace eunuchs to handle
I'm not
the
totally
heavy
incompetent, guys. Just sometimes.
She really is the eldest of the high-ranking concubines. As head lady in waiting, she has a real skill for handling people. What smells sweet?
I insist you use this. It'll be cold tonight.
I'm so grateful.
Hope you sleep well.
She's almost too nice. I'm like, I don't know. I again, I feel like I'm reading too much into it.
Specific.
Yeah, all right.
The mastermind behind
I
the
was like, what's
poisoning
gonna
really in
happen?
the
Who's gonna
palace?
come in that window or
Everyone
something? But
seems so
I
devoted
think
to
I
their
think I'm
work.
just on edge
And not just
from
the
all the
ladies in waiting.
murders slash
Lady
suicides.
Feng-Ming, I would be happy to take care of that.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's just something I noticed.
If someone was poisoned for concubine Adwo's sake, it wouldn't be out of the question to target Lady Li Shu.
Can someone help me out here?
It's honey.
Yeah, there are so many
Jars are
ways
all
this
from
could
an
go.
apiary Lady Feng-Ming's family runs.
All these
It's no
ideas
wonder
that
there's so
Maomao
much of
keeps
it here,
spouting out,
despite it being a
like
luxury.
any one of them could,
That must have been the sweet smell
you know,
from last
could
night.
you could understand, you could make sense because of the motives and things like that. So I'm very curious to see.
Lady Li Shu? She's accompanied by just the one taster.
Uh-oh,
Why
something's
is she
happening.
at the Garnet Pavilion?
I was gonna
Back at
say
our
I'd be
tea
curious to
party.
see which one is going to be true and which one plays out.
Who among them could make contact with the outside using some special method? Guesses?
Only one possibility. It is Lady Feng-Ming, the head lady in waiting.
Based on?
I noticed she had bandages wrapped around her left wrist. Then there were the colored text plates. They were found wrapped in a woman's dress with burns on the sleeves. The question is, why the need for multicolored fires? One possibility is that it was some kind of code. Although, it's difficult for me to imagine a woman as gentle as her being part of a conspiracy. Then again, that's just my opinion. Given the way he's lapping up that honey, he must have already suspected her.
Yep.
This is for you. Good girls should be rewarded.
Oh my God.
Don't be so modest.
Offer it to someone who wants your fingers in their mouth! This guy thinks
What
he can get
the
away
heck
with
is that?
anything just because he has a pretty face! Why am I shocked? He's always been a pervert! Master Gaoshun!
Nope, can't hear you.
Laxatives in your food later!
Do you not like sweets?
I prefer spicy.
But you can still eat this,
Damn it, he won't listen. If he weren't so high up, I'd kick him in the groin. Oh wait, there's nothing there to kick. Should I accept this as an order, or escape with my dignity intact? Why couldn't it be a bowl of aconite soup instead?
Do you have any issues with sweets? I hope you like it.
Oh, she's figuring something out.
It's honey.
The jars are all from an apiary Lady Feng-Ming's family runs.
Lady Li Shu. Honey. So that's why.
Sorry?
What are you doing to my lady in waiting?
Yokio, I was...
Who gave you any authority to harass her?
He gone.
Xiaomao, this was simply a prank Master Jinshi took too far.
Since it was nothing but harmless fun, next time you can do the licking for me.
That's too much.
You get the point now. Also, there are a few things I need you to look into for me.
Welcome! Huh? Master Jinshi's not here?
No, and sorry for the sudden intrusion.
You may speak. What is it the Jade Pavilion wants from me?
Are you not fond of honey?
How did you know?
It was written on your face. Maybe you had a reaction to it at some point in the past?
It occurred when I was only a baby, so I don't remember. But I was told later I nearly died. Since then, my nurses forbade me from ever eating it.
So she's just allergic?
What gives you the right to ask the consort such probing questions? Whatever she asks, you don't need to answer anything.
The fact that she's being so rude to the virtuous consort alone gives us every right to have her expelled.
So that's how they pretend they're her only allies. By painting any outsider as a villain.
Bunch
I
of
am
mean
here on
girls.
orders, not because I want to be, but if you have any objections, you should take them up with Master Jinshi.
Wait, Master Jinshi? Directly?
He owes me this much at the very least. I can't wait to hear what excuses they came up with to approach our resident deviant.
Before we continue, one more thing. Are you familiar with Lady Fengming?
Oh, that was a look of fear, man. That nice, sweet lady, like, too nice, like I was saying, guys. Too nice.
Maomao?
Is there a way one can learn about past events in the rear palace?
I can search through the court library.
I'd appreciate it.
Not only is she knowledgeable and composed, she possesses the ability to think through and deal with various issues. Despite her peculiarities, it's still impressive.
The following occurred 17 years ago when the current emperor was prince. He had a child, a son with concubine Adwo, though the baby's already gone. He was born around the same time as the prior emperor and empress dowager's son, making him the current emperor's younger brother. That was the one child he had while he was a prince, and Lady Adwo was his only concubine. 16 years ago, the baby died. It was delivered by... I never said it aloud, but that was my hunch. Several of the herbs growing in the rear palace were the same ones I used while growing up. Someone must have transplanted them there. A man who drags his feet, like an old woman. A doctor so obviously overqualified in his position as a pleasure district apothecary. A former palace eunuch with a bone removed from one knee. What were you doing?
Was her father?
Father.
Ah! The plot thickens, man. So the father delivered the baby that died from Lady Azwa, the fourth concubine from the garden party. I'm finally, hopefully, guys, getting this all put together in my head. So now it's confirmed that there is a deeper story with the father, and the father, back in episode 7, 6, something like that, 7, I think 7. He gave that look to the audience, basically like, ooh, like I have a plan afoot. And then the episode ended, and it like really made me suspicious, as I've been saying, of that character. I'm also suspicious of this lead lady in waiting for Lady Azwa. Like, she's older and she's so kind, and I keep saying she's like too kind, like it's all a front. Like, something had to have happened, and now we have some proof that something did happen. We just don't really know what yet, and we're gonna hopefully uncover this, but this helps bridge it all together, guys. Like, I really feel like a lot of these stories, especially the ones that aren't being solved immediately within the episode, like the things that are carrying over, like the burn on the arm, the murder-suicide in the pond, like all that kind of stuff, like it is all connected in some deeper way that we have yet to figure out. A preview, another flower. Okay. That episode title, man, makes me think we're going to off somebody for someone else's benefit. I don't know, man. I'm reading a lot into this, probably too much at times, but I'm having a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying the story, and it's slowly starting to all come together and make sense for me, guys. So that's when it gets really good. Hopefully you guys are all enjoying these reactions with me as well. Please drop a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this reaction and these episodes. I do love to chat with you guys down in the comments below, and we'll be back for more episodes of the Apothecary Diaries soon. Thanks again for watching, guys. Have a great one, and we will see you next time.